guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. How you doing? Welcome back to Panic Mode. Yay! So, we're back here in the Panic House, and I was just going ahead and putting some extra enchants on my iron armor, get myself prot 3. Didn't do anything with the boot yet because I ran out of levels. But the sun is starting to come up because the moon is starting to go down. That's how Minecraft works. And today we have the solution to our problem from last time. How do we store our Dirt Chest 9000 manual? Very important, very, very important that we do this. So the answer is Bibliocraft. But I thought, since we're doing a little bit of Bibliocraft stuff, why don't we do a whole bunch of Bibliocraft stuff? Now, Sir, could you please be a little more quiet? Please, very much. You're annoying. Thank you. Okay. So, Bibliocraft is a very fun mod that mainly adds a lot of kind of storage and basic utility items to the game in the form of blocks. And as you can see here, we have tool racks, potion shelves, and a bookcase, which is going to be our goal for today. So, let's start off by making a bookcase. Alright, so here's our bookcase in NEI. You can see we have oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak as options. So the 6 basic wood types. Now there are various add-on mods for Bibliocraft that will allow you to do this with the biomes of plenty, woods, and if you have forestry, with the forestry wood types. But we don't have those installed right now, so these are our only 6 options. Let's go ahead and just click on the oak one. You can see it's very simply 6 oak planks. Yeah, gotta learn how to say words. And 3 wood slabs. Not too bad. Let's go ahead, and since we have all that ready, go ahead and craft it. Boop, boop. Alright, oak bookcase. Good. Let's go ahead and plop it right here next to my tool rack, which I'll show you how to make shortly. And our bookcase, need our book to put in here. They're just 9000 manual. Go! Okay, cool. So, this is how our bookcase looks. Now, on the outside, it looks just like any other bookcase. Basically, we have a little book that's in here that kind of shows there's a slot that's filled up, and we can right-click on it, and what that will do is it'll show us all of the various slots and various books that are kind of held up in there. So, for example, I could take the Thaumonomicon, put it in the first slot, and it will actually indicate on the block itself where the books are placed and what slots they're in, which is pretty cool. I like that. And we can also take the Thaumonomicon out, and it will change the block itself and change how the interface looks. You can put it back in, and it's back to normal. So, pretty cool. You can also right-click, shift right-click on any specific book, and it will put it, or it will pull it out of the block and put it into your inventory. You can also kind of, if you're crafty enough, slide the books into place right where you click them. So for example, let me take one of these extra materials and U-books. Since we have 1,000 of them now, I'll go ahead. I want to put it, let's say, not right here, but in this 4th slot. There we go. Very cool. Very fun. Much excite. So, you might think, oh, is that all Bibliocraft does? Well, no. We have tool rack as well. So, to make the tool rack, what we need... Oh, we actually have an iron ingot on us already. So, take an iron ingot, surround it with a bunch of, is it slabs? Yeah, I think it's slabs. Let me take a look here real quick. Tool rack. Yes, it's slabs. Okay. That's what I thought. There we go. Can use some more slabs anyways. So take the slabs, make a chest out of them, and there you go. Put the ingot in the middle, get yourself a tool rack. Tool rack can be, pretty sure it can be rotated like any other item. I think you need the power wrench to do it, which I'll have to show you how to make that as well, because I think that rotates blocks in Bibliocraft. But as you can see here with the wand that I have, this is my old wand. You right click on it and you can grab your wand out of here. You can also just simply shift you can right click on the item and it will automatically go into your inventory or go right into the block. So for example, we can do that, and then I can right click to get my tools back. Let's put this back because we don't need it. Now I think, yeah, that works. It kind of does some of these a little weird, like for example, the thermometer goes in sideways. It's not quite as weird if you accidentally put it in the casting table and it turns it ginormous. That's a glitch. I can't believe that glitch has not been fixed yet. So we're not quite done with Bibliocraft just by making tool racks and bookcases. We can also make armor stands, like this guy right here. It's got all my thaumaturgist gear on it. So the way we make that is take 3 stone slabs, slide them across the bottom here, 2 iron ingots on top, and boom, armor stand. Pretty cool. Let's put this in here for now because we have one that's already in operation, and I'll show you how this works. So if you right click on the armor stand while shift clicking, you'll switch out whatever armor that you're wearing with whatever's on the stand. So just to show you, F5, now I'm wearing my robes. Now I'm wearing my armor. Alternatively, you can right click on it and it will bring you up this interface. So you can manually shift things over if you so wish to. But really, at this point, why are we doing that? Oh, I should also notice that if you have an open slot here and you're wearing a helmet or goggles or something else and there's nothing, you might think, oh, what does it have to switch with? It does switch with nothing. So you can just throw stuff on there when you're done with it. Kind of handy, kind of nice to have the armor out, and it also makes for a really nice display. So let's say we got something that's not a book and not a tool and not armor, but we want to display it anyways. That's what we can make a display case for. So to make a display case, what we need to do is make a wooden slab cauldron. And we take the wool here, place it in the middle, and put a glass block on top. And that gets us our oak case. Now this guy right here is pretty cool too. Let's see if I can find a good spot to put him. Let's put him right here. Now he's kind of sideways, but we'll deal with that later. It's not too bad. We can actually use this for display purposes. So how do we open this bad boy? Well, just hit shift and right click. Then when it's open, you can right click and place something in there. Let's put bread in there for now. Sacred bread. But I don't like the white in the background. How can I fix that? Well, take some carpet and we can click on the inside when there's no item in there with the right click, and it will change it to whatever color our carpet is. So in this case, it turns orange. Then we can just right click, put our bread back in there, and oh yeah, probably want to make sure that you're right clicking on the door. There we go. So now I've got our bread in our case forever and ever. Except I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm going to eat it right now. Good bread. Oh, and by the way, I should notice, when you do remove the oak case, you get your carpet back. So keep that in mind. The case will just revert back to its normal self. So in this case, it becomes a white case again. We can take our carpet, click on it to put it in there, and there we go. We have our case all set up. Now, let's say we got ourselves a potion, right? We want to display our potion, or potions. What we can do is make one of these here. I like that. I said this here. One of these potion shelves. The way you do that is you take these wooden slabs, they go across the bottom and across the top. Oak planks here on each side, and a glass bottle in the middle. And that makes a potion shelf, which we can display, let's say, right there. Now, of course, we can right-click on it, and what that will do is open up the potion shop interface, which has space here for 12 different potions to be displayed. Unfortunately, you can't put signs in there or oak trees, just potions. That's all it really does. So it's handy for storing potions on the shelf. And if you want to get one, all you have to do is, not surprisingly, shift right click to get it on there. Probably don't want to right click on it because you might accidentally drink it when you're trying to put it back in there. Like I almost did there. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. But let's say we have multiple items that we want to put on display. More than, one. And they're not potions, they're not tools that we want to have on a rack, and they're not books or armor. What can we do? Well, that's what we have this for. This is an oak shelf, or in this case, a wooden shelf. You right click on it there, and let's go ahead and make 2, just because we can. Boop. There we go. So, wooden shelf get. Actually, I may want to move this because that's right near the hover. Oh, no. Aww. Stupid deconstructing table. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, so that's fixed. You can see that the oak shelf down here that didn't have this top part now connects to this part because there's a block over it. And likewise, this one connects to the roof block here, so it automatically gets that center partition that this one didn't have to start with. But what can we do with the oak shelf? Good question. You can right click on it and kind of works just like any of the other items. The tool shelf, the tool rack, the various items that hold things, except this guy holds any item. So we can put things on display that we might want to put that are very cool, like various trophies or special things that we've made that maybe can't fit on a tool rack or in a bookcase or a potion shelf or on an armor stand. So it's kind of a nice way to store things without having too much space. Let's go ahead actually and make a few more of these. Go ahead and fill that space up because, never know. Could need it. Alright, so I've kind of got enough shelves here for various things that I might want to put out there for the public to see. But I'm kind of missing something. We're missing something cool. What we need is a desk. So we need to grab the torch, I think. If I remember correctly. Grab a torch. And here's how I make a desk. Take 3, put them across the middle. 3 of these slabs. 2 of these. So we've got the start for our table for Thaumcraft right here. But now what we're going to do is take the feather, put it in the right corner, and this torch goes in the top left corner, and we have an oak desk for Bibliocraft. Put that there, and you can see that it's an oak desk with a little candle that lights up, and some ink and feathers. Or ink and quill, really. So, what can we do with the oak desk? Well, if we click on the back part of the desk here with one of the books in hand, we can stack it on here. You can also see by right-clicking on it when there's a book in here, you can see what the inventory is. So you can stack up to 8 books on the back of the desk. But if you click on the front of the desk with a book and quill, you get a slightly different kind of look to it. It's an open book. What the heck does this do? Oh, well, you can just kind of write in a book on the desk. That's cool. If I say I want it back, it's as easy as coming in here and grabbing the book and quill out of the inventory. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Well, guys, I have a problem. I need to figure out how far the Panic House is one side to the other, but I'm terrible at counting. Or let's say I am, because I'm not really terrible at counting. How do we fix that? Well, we can make a tape measure. So let's go ahead and fill up the crafting grid with a kind of a chest pattern on the outside here of string and dandelion yellow here in the middle. You get tape measure reel. Now we take that reel and surround it in each of the 4 cardinal directions with an iron ingot to get a tape measure. Very cool. It's even yellow, just like my dad's. So if I right click here with a shift right click, I can kind of go here and start walking this way, and it will give me a measurement that says from this point to that point. Panic House is about 15 meters across. No measurement. There we go. I can go ahead and click from pretty much any direction and walk anyway. This marker just basically tells me where I started from. And if I want to, I could walk all the way down here. So there we go. I'm 29 meters away from the marker. Quite a long distance. But I wonder, can we go even farther? Well, the answer is yes. As you can see, I've gone ahead and started walking away from the Panic House, and I'm about close to about 175 meters away. In fact, exactly, I'm almost. Yay! Exactly 175 meters away. So this thing has quite a bit of distance on it. I don't know if I can walk all the way across the map with this, but I don't know if I'd want to try. Really, this is kind of more for measuring short distances between one point or another. It's kind of more useful for building. So there's a few more things in Bibliocraft that are worth mentioning. One of the things is a pair of glasses. Reading glasses, to be specific. I can go ahead, throw these on my forehead. Now I look like a proper nerd. Haha. So, what these allow me to do is to take a look at various blocks in Bibliocraft, and in fact it'll tell me what I have stored on them. So for example, Goggles of Revealing, Thaumaturge's Robe, Thaumaturge's Leggings, and Thaumaturge's Boots are on this lovely, lovely armor stand. Also, you can see I've got the oak bookcase here. I can see I've got Materials in U, How to Use Your Dirt Chest 9000, and a Thaumanomicon. And this is my Iron Cat Wood Wand. Over here, got a Builder's Wand, a Lumber Axe, a Hammer, El Cheapo, and an Iron Sword. That must be Darks. Else here, I've got Potions of Swiftness on this potion stand. So what these glasses kind of let you do is take a look at things that are in your Bibliocraft blocks. It's very useful, especially for some of these things like the bookcase where you might not know what's in here at first glance. You can go ahead as well, take these, where is these reading glasses, combine them with the book and get a reading enchant that you can then put on helmets or other various headgear, like for example the Goggles of Revealing if I wanted to, and it would give the same effect. But let's say I want to go fancy. Let's say I want to go really fancy. Well, there's an option for that too. Behold the monocle. It does the exact same thing, but with a lot more class. Yes, I would like a swat of tea, please. By Jove, jolly good show. Hip hip. Alright, would you like to see something really cool? Go ahead and take a book and a redstone torch. And you get Redstone Volume 1 by NihonTiger, a Bibliocraft book. Now, you're probably thinking about, what the heck is this? You can change the book title as well if you want to. But this redstone book is used in combination with the bookcase to emit a redstone signal. When placed on the bookcase, the redstone signal will be emitted from all sides except the front. The strength of the signal is based on what slot the bookcase occupies, or book occupies in the bookcase. The book has 16 slots, slot 1 being the top left slot, and slot 16 being the bottom right. If the redstone book is placed in slot 1, the bookcase will emit no redstone signal. If it's placed in slot 2, it'll emit a signal of 1, all the way up to signal strength of 15 in the bottom left corner. So, basically, you can kind of make a redstone signal of any strength you want by placing this book in various slots here on the bookcase. So that's pretty cool. It's very cool, very functional. I like it. Now, there is one more thing that I want to make. I'll have to grab some more lovely, lovely iron for this. It's going to kill me for going through all this iron so quickly. But trust me, this one's worth it. You take these iron ingots in kind of a hill shape. Take a redstone, place it underneath, and a button on top, and you get a desk bell. Now, the purpose of the desk bell is really to do one thing. Make noise. I love this thing. Oh, I got out of rhythm. Hold on, I gotta try this again. 2, 3, 4. Wow, 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 boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, wow, 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 boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Okay, that's enough of that. I have annoyed you by now. Alright, so I think I've probably annoyed you enough for today with Bibliocraft. There's a lot more to make and a lot more to check out. We'll have to do that next time here on, not necessarily next time, but next time I dive into Bibliocraft here on Panic Mode. So hopefully, I've kind of given you a good idea of some of the basic things that you can make in Bibliocraft that are of use in the game. Now, there's more advanced things like a fancy crafting table and chairs and tables and plates that aren't necessarily useful, but they're fun to play around with. So maybe we'll do that in a future episode. But really, I've got to get back to getting a lot of this stuff here set up for the infusion altar and getting an arcane alembic system set up. So we might have to do that next time here on Panic Mode. So we'll see. Thanks for watching though. Always appreciate the views, and I will see you guys. Hold on. Oh no, wait, I went my monocle already. See you next time. Pip pip.